Some useful Finder tips for Mac OS. Let's go. All right, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, check out my backlog under the technology section. I have 260 videos of all Apple stuff, some PC stuff, technology, gadgets, you name it. And if you know my channel, if you've watched it before, you know what the routine is. I like to do training videos sometimes, reviews. A number of good reviews are coming up, so stay tuned for those. But today I'm going to go ahead and just show people what are some good tips for Mac OS Finder, where you can actually search for your files and find everything that you need to find on your Mac. Well, there's obviously a lot of tips I can go through. I mean, I have maybe 100 of them, but I want to try to keep it, in a chunk that you can remember. So I'm only going to do 6 today. So what we're going to do today is just go through 6 really good tips when you're using Mac OS Finder, just to see if it helps you at all. I like to find these tips that are going to, either save people time, not so much money, but time is money, I guess. And then also just, Apple built them in for a reason. So a lot of times it is better to do this, or it helps you in some way. So stay tuned. We're going to go through 1 through 6 of these and just show you what these are all about. I may do a part 2 of these, so stay tuned for that, because there's so many. I can maybe do part 3 even if people want it. But I'm just going to show you some really good tips that I think help me. And like I said, I always say without further ado, I'm going to have to stop saying that, among other things I keep saying. But let's get into it. And at the end of the video, I'll come back and we'll check to see what you guys think. All right, for number 1, we're going to start really, really simple on this tip. Let's just assume you're in Finder. Here's Finder, and let's just say I could actually, let's say I want to create a folder, and I go new folder, and there it is. And I could copy them all and drag them into this folder, and I could then have all these files moved into a folder. But there's an easier way to do it. And again, this only really is useful if you have tons and tons of files. You don't have to select all of them and piece them out. All you have to do really is you can go up to your files, select all your files like this, just like that, and then go up to Finder up here, the menu bar, click on File, and then New Folder with Selection 7 items, because they're selected. Click on that. You'll see that it creates a folder, and I'm just going to call this New Folder, and then I'm going to click off of it. So there's my new folder right there, and as you can see, it's got all of them already in there. So you can go ahead and just do that. It's a very easy way to create a folder with a lot of files in it quickly. All right, this is going to get more exciting as we go on, so stay with us through all 6. But number 2 is a little bit more advanced. So for number 2, let's say you want to look at a lot of different file information. And you can go ahead and click on a file just like I do here. You can right click on it. You can go ahead and click Get Info. It's going to pull up in a window over here, right? If you go to the next file and you do the same thing and you go ahead and hit Get Info, you're going to see that you have multiple windows open, and you can get all the information you need, but it's not really, you can't really cycle fast through that because they got a lot of windows open. So the easiest way to do this is go ahead and click on the first file that you want the info on, and then what you want to do is, as you're holding, you basically want to go and hold the Option key down and then click on File up here, see it up here, as you're holding the Option key down. And one new thing that shows up is this Show Inspector. That won't be showing up if you don't hold the Option key down. So hold the Option key down when you go to File. This will show up, and click on that this time. This actually creates a window now over here. But the cool part about this is as you cycle through all your files, you'll see that it doesn't open up a new window. It just changes the inspector window. See it over there? So this way, you don't actually have to have all these different stuff open, and you can cycle through a bunch of different files really quickly and get the information you want, whether it's going to be comments or tags or whatever. So when you're done with this kind of action, unless you can always leave this on, you can always go ahead and just go back up, hold the Option key down, click on File, and then you can click Hide Inspector right there, and it's going to hide that now. So a little bit of a tweak there, and it's useful in some cases, so let me know in the comments how you can use that. All right, so the third tip's going to be one I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know, and you got to think for some good reasons to use this, but I do like to use this every once in a while. So let's just say here's Finder again, and we're in this window. Let's just say we have a very important file or a folder. And we want to make sure that we can always get to it very easily. Now, obviously you can add it over here under directories and stuff. But let's just say you want to just have really super easy access to it. Maybe it has very important files that you use every day or something. There's a lot of different reasons for it. But you can actually add a folder right here, and you can add it to your bar up here. I'll show you how to do that. So all you have to do is you want to select the folder that you want while you're holding down the Command key. So hold down the Command key, select this. And if you notice that, it lets you then take this and it'll let you drop it in up here into the menu bar. Look at that. So now the folder's up here. So if I click on this, it's going to bring you in. There's nothing in that folder, otherwise you'd see it there. So otherwise it would be in there. But like obviously, if you have important files, whenever I open or shut this, this is always going to be in this menu bar. It'll stay there forever until I show you how to get rid of it. And you can do the same thing with files. Let's say you have shortcuts or something you want to keep up there, or just information. You can actually go like this, hold down the command key. I'm sorry, I forgot it myself. Click on the file and then drag it up here, and you can actually put that file right up here as well. See that? So now I have a file up here, and so that'll stay up there as well. That could be like a PDF file that actually shows you commands or whatever you want. Now to get rid of these, two things to note. All you do is you just hold the command key down again, grab the file, drag it all the way down here, and just let go, and see how it goes whoosh, and it disappears. Same thing with this. So you basically will hold, well, let me go back just to show you that nothing deletes. Hold the command key down, then click the folder, move it all the way down and let go, and there it goes away. But as you notice, everything else stays here. So we didn't actually delete the folder, it just deleted it from the menu bar because the folder's still here, see it? So that's just a tip. I don't know, there's some good reasons to use that, but a lot of people don't even know that, that even existed, so I just wanted to show people. All right, so the next 3 tips are going to be very quick and easy, so stay with me. Let's say you have a Finder window open just like this, and you know how it is. You have to grab this. Let's say you want to go ahead and line up your columns so that they all make sense with the longest title. Obviously you want to drop it about there so that everything else, makes sense there. You can do it this way, but if you have a ton of stuff in here, which, you have to scroll all the way down to see where the end is, all you have to do here is if you go to this, instead of dragging it on this little line here, double click it, and it'll actually resize exactly perfectly to your last folder, I guess, name. So I'll show you, like, let's just say go to downloads or something, and I have all these files in here. Again, I could scroll all the way down, I just don't know what's there. But if you click on this, I actually already did this. Let me resize this. So let's just go ahead and do this. I already did this once. So see how some of these are cut off now? Go up here, double click it, and see how it opened up. So it opened up perfectly so that it shows all the file names with nothing hiding. So you can do it either way. But long story short, just wanted to show people that this is actually pretty cool to use. Just a quick tip. All right, so now you're in Finder, and what you see is you want to add some more columns here, and the size of all your icons and everything are too small, so that you can go ahead and change this very easily. All you have to do is just make sure you're in Finder. You want to go up to View up here, and then Show View Options. See it there? You want to click on that. It's going to open this little box over here. See this little box? So all you can do is you can actually instantly change the icon size very easily. You can change your text size if you want to, make things bigger and smaller if you can't see them that well. And then you can go ahead and also create columns in here. So you can go ahead and add columns like date added and calculate all sizes like this. See how a lot of times the sizes aren't calculated there? Now they are. That's actually a really helpful thing. So long story short, when you're done with this, you can go ahead and close it. And now you have a modified Finder window. All right, and the final tip, this is very fast and easy. Let's say you're in a folder, let's say I drill down. You can use the back and forward, but that doesn't make a lot of sense to drill up and down directories. All you have to do is if you're in a folder, there's a command that Apple built into Finder. As long as you're in Finder, just hold down the command key, and then either press the up arrow, see that? I'll go up a directory, or if I click the down arrow, I'll go down a directory. So just remember, it's going to be command, up arrow, down arrow, and you can kind of cycle through multiple levels instead of going all over here and clicking on back and forward. It works really well. It's just another tip. A lot of people don't even know it exists, so add it to your repertoire, and it's not mind-blowing, but it's something. All right. In the comments, I want to hear, did these help anyone? Definitely give me a like if you can on the video, or subscribe if you can. Just trying to find ways to let people get more out of Mac OS and things, because there's a lot of things built into it that a lot of people don't even know exist, and that's what I try to kind of touch on. But again, these are things that you may not use all the time, but you may remember the one time you need it, that it's available to you. So, and if I give you 6 at a time, you can remember them. So without, just 40 of them are almost impossible. I can't remember 40 things at once. I can barely remember 6, but at the end of the day, hopefully this helps people. Please subscribe to my channel if you can. The whole situation with me, I make tons of videos, 3 or 4 a week. If you're an Apple fan, definitely subscribe. Even if you're a PC fan or just a gadget fan, because I'm going to start incorporating like more monitors. I do SSD drives. I do a whole mix of different technology. But I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. Also do more hardware on Apple and stuff like that. Although I've done a lot already. So subscribe if you can and help the channel out. I will talk to everyone soon in the next video coming up soon, which should be a review, I think. Well, we'll see. Anyways, talk to you soon. Peace.